Hello friends, I'm delighted to welcome you to this webinar series on Automate to Accelerate Progress. This is a webinar covering the key features and updates in E2TallySoft. I'm going to give you a demo of some of the salient features and additions in E2TallySoft. As you know, E2TallySoft is a software which is an add-in to Excel which you can use for automating import of Excel templates into Tally. My name is C. Abdul Rafiq. I'm the Managing Director of Windsor Infotech Limited. This is a brief profile of mine. I passed my CA more than 3 decades ago and my CISA exam more than a quarter century ago. I've got special expertise in data analytics, business intelligence, and COBIT, and I'm especially passionate about applying thought to technology, which means using information technology primarily from the business and the assurance perspective. I've been spending the last 2 decades primarily on developing solutions for CS and CXOs, which can amplify their effectiveness and productivity. Let's look at what I would like to cover in this particular webinar today. There is a problem statement which I would like to cover, which is solved. Creating masters and data entry in Tally requires time and expertise. We know that Tally is the most powerful and the simplest software available, but still, when you want to do data entry, which is pertaining to the masters or the vouchers, you have to do data entry one by one. Now, is there a faster and easier way for creating masters and entering transactions in Tally? That is the question we are going to answer in this webinar. You also find in most of the enterprises in this connected world, you have got transactions which are generated through another entity, and this company has got access to that particular data, and once again manually this data is entered. Now the question is, can we access this data, convert this data, and import into Tally instead of actually manually entering it? The second problem is the data which is exported from Tally to Excel is quite often not formatted to facilitate analysis. Is it possible to export the master's transactions reports from Tally in a structured format for easy analysis? This is where we cover these 4 key learning objectives in this presentation to solve these problems. Now let's get going. Let's look at the 4 key learning objectives. The first learning objective is why to automate import to Tally. Second, we'll look at how to automate import to Tally. Third, we'll walk through of the functions of E2TallySoft. And 4, we will have a demo of the key features of E2TallySoft. Let's look at the first part, why to automate import to Tally. As I said earlier, Tally requires data entry to be done for creation of the masters or the vouchers individually. Now, we provide through E2TallySoft an automated solution through which you can import the masters and transactions of accounting, inventory, cost center, and billwise from MS Excel templates to Tally in a few clicks. E2TallySoft is an add-in software to MS Excel. I'll show you shortly how the software looks like and how you can use it. There is also talk about RPA solutions which are available. RPA refers to robotic process automation. The robotic process automation software actually mimics the human process and enables you to manually read the transactions from Excel or a scanned voucher, and it manually enters the data through the software one by one. But you need to remember that RPA mimics the human data entry. Although it does the data automatically, reads and enters the data automatically, it is a cumbersome process because it actually does one by one. Whereas in the case of E2TallySoft, you may have 1,000 entries, 2,000 entries, or 5,000 entries pertaining to all the transactions or the masters. You can import this in one go in a few clicks. As I said, E2TallySoft is an automated conversion which helps you in importing the information of masters and data from Excel to Tally in a few clicks. You got the data which is available in Excel, and you have E2TallySoft. Using the software, you can import the masters or the vouchers to Tally. Let's look at some of the key questions and answers pertaining to E2TallySoft. Why do we need to use? It supplements the powerful features of Tally with the simplicity of Excel, whereby you can import the data from or to Tally. You can do this for thousands of transactions, and this can happen in a few minutes. Who can use? Any user Tally software, whether it's an accounting business owner or assurance professional, they can do it. How to do it? I'm going to give you a demo a little later covering the key features. You'll find it's very simple to use. You select the module or the function from E2TallySoft and import the masters and the vouchers from Excel worksheet into Tally in a few clicks. When to use the software? Whenever you want to automate importing of the masters or vouchers from Excel to Tally, you can use E2TallySoft. And whenever you want to export specific masters and vouchers from Tally to Excel, you can use Auto to E2TallySoft. What can you do with E2TallySoft? If you summarize this, we can automate import of masters of transactions from Excel to Tally, and thus avoid manual data entry and the related errors. This will help you to save time and money and thus increase productivity of you and your team. Now let's look at the second learning objective, how to automate import to Tally. This slide gives you the 7 key features. First, you automate import in bulk from Excel to Tally using standard templates of data of masters or vouchers. I'll show you a little later the type of templates which are available. You can use any of the standard templates, or you can also use any of the standard formats which are provided and convert that into a Tally master or a voucher. And then you can import them in bulk. You can import the masters or the vouchers, accounting, inventory, cost center, or bill-wise from Excel worksheet to Tally. You can also export the masters or vouchers or reports from Tally to Excel in a structured format so that you can do further analysis, because you find quite often the data when it's exported from Tally to Excel doesn't come in a structured format. You can export the masters or the vouchers. Not only that, you can export the trial balance and also prepare the consolidated trial balance of multiple companies in Tally in one go. The software maintains an automatic log of the activities performed, which can be used for future reference. You can generate specific company info or statistics, and it also has an index feature through which you can prepare automatically the index of the workbook. It creates an index worksheet which has the complete list of all the workbooks with the link for each of them. There is also additional feature for validating the patterns of PAN, TAN, GSTN, and other standard formats. Now, how to use E2TallySoft? There are 4 simple steps. 1, open Tally, select company and the period for which to import Tally, to import data. Second, you open MS Excel and click on the tab of E2TallySoft. Third, you click on the specific function and use the relevant options. 4, you review the results and confirm the results are as required. Now, these are the very simple steps for using E2TallySoft. So if you see here, you need to open Tally, select the company and the period for which you want to import the data, open MS Excel and click on the tab of the E2TallySoft. Depending on your purpose, whether you want to import the masters, whether you want to import the vouchers, whether you want to convert the vouchers or convert the masters, or whether you want to map the vouchers and convert them, or you want to export trial balance, you decide which is the function you want to perform. Based on that, you can select the specific function and use the relevant options. And once you got the result, you can review the result and confirm whether the result are as required. Now let's look at the third learning objective, which is walkthrough of the functions of E2TallySoft. Now this is the look and feel of the software. As I said, E2TallySoft is an add-in to Excel. So when you install the software, it appears as a part of Excel as an add-in. So it will be there as an E2TallySoft as an add-in to Excel. So when you open Excel, E2TallySoft automatically will be opened along with Excel. When you click on the E2TallySoft, you find all the functions of the software are shown to you. For example, if you look at the panels, you have the configure panel, profile, documents, template, validate, import to Tally, export to import, convert to vouchers, and import from Tally. You find most of the panels are self-explanatory. Not only that, most of the functions are organized in such a way that you can perform these functions in a few clicks. For example, if you look at the profile, you have the general info, master info, and the index sheets. Similarly, in the documentation, you have got Excel log, activities log, and the import log. I'm going to show you a demo of these functions a little later. Now, if you have a quick look at this slide, you find we provide a complete list of all the functions with the panel, menu, and the functions, and a brief description so that you get a complete overview of the software. So if you want to perform any function, you'll be able to know what is the input and the output from that particular function. This is given for all the panels, menus, and the functions. You find that totally about 50 plus functions in the software, categorized into different sections, and you can learn this software. In fact, you can master the software in about 3 to 4 hours. Now let's come to the most important aspect of today's webinar or presentation, where we wanted to show you demo of the key features of E2TallySoft. Now let me show you the demo of import from Tally of the Masters of Accounting, Inventory, Cost Center, and Billwise. I'm going to shift to Excel. Now this is the Excel sheet. I'll open a blank Excel sheet. Now this is what I said is ECAT Enterprise. When you click on this, the functions are shown. We also have E2TallySoft, ECAT Enterprise, TCAT. TCAT is one more software from Tally to CAT. This is an independent software. In addition to some of the functions which are available in E2TallySoft, it also has functions for the auditors, primarily from the perspective audit, where you can do a ledger scrutiny, generate exceptions, summaries, ratios, etc. So you can watch the webinar of yesterday, where I've done the recording of how to use TCAT. Now let's come to E2TallySoft. Now, if you see here, first thing is open Tally. I opened a company called Potential Solutions, and I have got the data. Let's say in this case, I got data only for about 4 months because I just want to give you a quick demo. I got this data for 4 months. Okay, now with the function which I wanted to use is what is called as the general info. When you click at the general info, this gives you a quick snapshot of the data, master data of the company. Now, if you see here, you just have to select, say click, and then you should be able to perform the functions. And this function will give you the details pertaining to the company, pertaining to the company features which are entered into Tally, the security features were enabled in Tally, the system info in which the software is installed. It also gives you the license info in case you are using the license version. In case you're using the educational version, it will not provide any education, any details. This also shows that if you are using the educational version, you can still perform most of the functions of E2TallySoft. First time when it's run, it takes to establish the connectivity. After that, it will be quite fast. Now, if you see here, I got this security features enabled. It gives me the list of all the functions or the features of Tally and how whether these are enabled or disabled. Similarly, I got the system info, the details about the system in which this software is installed. I got the statutory info. If you look at the statutory info, it gives me the complete information of the company creation as to what is the starting, what is the book, what is the VAT applicable date, service type, etc. What is the TDS, what is the begin date. All the details pertaining to the master data or the statutory data is available. This gives you the license info. Company features which are enabled inside the software. Now, if you see, is the VAT enabled, is the VAT registered dealer, is audit working paper on, like all the features of configuration, you can see at one glance, and you'll be able to know what is enabled, what is not enabled, so that you can decide what are the features which have been enabled and how you can audit them. And in case the company has not enabled some of the features, you can also show them how to enable so that they can use Tally much more effectively. And you also have the company info. This is the master info of the company, which is similar to the statutory info. This gives the contact details, etc. Now, this gives you at one shot the complete details about the company, and I can get this and use it for the purpose of documentation. Now, let me come back again to E2TallySoft and show you the master info. Now, if you look at the master info, if you see here, now it has got 3 tabs. One is the master info tab, the ledger masters tab, and the GST info. Now, let me come to the master info. I'm just going to select the details. I wanted the details of, let's say, the list of ledgers, inventory, etc. For that, what I'll do is I'll create a new sheet. I come back to E2TallySoft and I go back to master info, and I'm going to select the accounting details and the inventory details, and I have to click OK. Now you find it establishes the connectivity with Tally, sends an SQL query, and from the SQL query, it generates all the results and adds it in Excel. Now, if you see here, there are more than actually 15 details exactly, which are captured in a few seconds. Now, if you see here, this is what I said is the index worksheet. I got first the category analysis. Okay, it gives me the complete information about the stock category which I've created with the details of the movement of as per the stock category. Then you have the stock group. This is the information pertaining to the group wise. Then you have the stock items. You have the pricing configuration. You have the inventory balances, all the details pertaining to the inventory which has been entered. Then you have the item configuration for each of the stock item. How is the configuration which has been entered? What are the minimum order, reorder, etc. Then you have the stock item details. If you look at the stock item details, it gives you the complete list of all the items and also gives you the HSN description and the HSN code and the GST tax details. And this is a new feature we added, the HSN description details and the GST details. And then you have the list of codons which are created, and it also provides a list of all the expense ledgers which are available and the group configuration. So it means you'll be able to get the complete list of all the masters which are available inside Tally in one go. This gives you the ledger groups. We have the list of all the ledgers which are there. And if you see in the list of ledgers also, we have added recently the HSN description and the GST details. So here itself, you'll be able to know for which of the ledgers the HSN has been configured, or for which of the accounts the GST details have been configured, and what's the applicable rate of tax in these categories. You also have the GST related ledgers. In all the ledgers which are there, which are the ledgers which are marked as GST related, it will give the complete information or list of this as per Tally, which have been marked as GST related, with the details of the HSN also. And then you have the stock group details. This is a complete list of the masters which are available. Now, Tally also provides you the details to export the masters using the ODBC feature. Now, probably if you have to get the same information what I got here using the ODBC features, you might have to spend about 4 hours. And here we are able to do in less than 14 seconds. And this is the power of the software. Now let's come to the next part. So I have shown you the demo of how to import from Tally the masters accounting, inventory, cost center, and bill-wise. Now, if you come back again to the Excel sheet, now if you see here, I showed you the master info. Now here, I didn't show you the cost center because in this company, the cost center is not created. I can also get details pertaining to the bill-wise, which is already there in the ledgers. I got information about the compliances. Now let me show you the details about the ledger masters. Now, if you see the ledger masters, this gives you details about the ledger master. I'll just pick one of them. When I click on this, this is a new feature which we added. Now, if you look at the ledger master, and this gives you for each of the ledgers the details along with the address, etc. And this is what is added when you create a ledger. The complete history of the ledger is provided in one go in here in this particular feature. Now, if you look at one more aspect which you provide here, this is called as the GST related information. All the GST reports which you get, you can extract here. Now, if you come back here to master info and say, I want the GST related info. Now, if you see here, all this information, I'm just going to say select all. Instead of exporting the data from Tally, I directly do it through E2TallySoft, and you see how fast it is. And this also provides you the information in structured format. And it also gives you a message in terms of what exactly is it doing, so that you know what function is being performed by the software. Now you see here, all these reports which we had, nearly about 20 reports, we were able to get in a few seconds. And with that, the beauty is it also gives you an index sheet. And based on that, you'll also be able to know which are the sheets which have got information, which are the sheets which you don't have information. When you find the number of rows is 1, the number of columns is 1, and the number of cells is 1, you know that this is a worksheet which doesn't have any data, which means inside Tally, there is no data available here. Now, this gives you the complete list of the GSTR1 details, the GST related ledgers, the GSTR document summary which has been created, the GSTR summary, which is unmapped, the complete list of all the reports which are maintained inside Tally. You can extract this in one go. And this is the power of the software, that you can extract all the masters from Tally to Excel. Let me show you one more feature before you go for here. Now, if you look at the master info, I told you about the general info, master info, index sheet, as I told you, this is the index sheet. Now, let's say I want to import the trial balance. I come to E2TallySoft and I want to import the trial balance. There are various types of trial balance available. I click on this and let's say I want the ledger with groups. I click on this. It gives me the option, what is the type of trial balance I want to extract. Okay, here now let's say I want all this information except let's say the percentage. I say okay. Now you see in Jiffy, we got the complete trial balance with the ledger name, parent, primary group, the opening debit, opening credit, transaction debit, transaction credit, closing debit, and the closing credit. Now we don't need to spend time on the formatting. I can get the complete information in one go. And this is the beauty and the power of the software. So I'm going to close this. When you're doing the practical audit, what you'll do is you'll save this in a separate folder so that you can reference it for analysis as required. So with this, now I've just given you a quick demo of how you can export the masters, including the trial balance. Let me come back to my presentation. So this is what we've shown you. Let's go to the next one. Demo of the auto documentation. I said E2TallySoft maintains a documentation of all the work which has been done. Let me show you that. If you see here, there is a feature called document. And in this, when you click on this, there are three features here. When you click on the Excel log, this shows you the complete list of all the functions you performed in Excel. You can also maintain this as a record by clicking on the Excel view. You can open the specific file, any of the files here directly from here. Okay, you can open the file location or open the file. Okay, this is the audit documentation. In addition to that, you also have what is called the activities log, where it tells me for each of the functions, what are the functions which was performed, when it was performed, and what are the worksheet or the workbook which was used. Now you see, in most of the cases, I'll be able to get this complete information for all the activities that performed. Next, I can also see the Tally IMP file, which gives you complete information while importing. If there are any errors, this particular information will be able to tell me what is that which I have done and what has been completed. And if there are any errors, it shows me that. This is what is called as the auto documentation features in the software. Now let me go to the most important, which I'm going to highlight in the presentation, which is pertaining to the convert to voucher panel, where you got various types of conversion which you can do of the data pertaining to various types of vouchers. Now the first thing which I'm going to show you is demo of conversion of sales. Now I have sample data here. Now this is the sales data. Now if you see here, I got the serial number, I got the buyer number, the buyer GSTN, invoice number, like that. I got various details pertaining to the purchases. This narration, actually I have copied it by combining two columns. Okay, now what I would like to do is, now from this, I should be able to generate this as a Tally voucher. So I'll show you how this can be done. Now, if you see, I've already done this for the purpose of the demo. Now, if you see this, once you convert, this is how the result will look like. You have the transaction ID, the date with the ledger name. It tells you which is the voucher type. Okay, what is the debit and what is the credit. Now, in this case, you see Ramco Cement is the buyer. And then you have the sales and the IGST. All the sales are pertaining to IGST. It also takes a narration. Now, for all the transactions which are there, now if you see here, there are totally 90 transactions. All these have been converted. Now, if you look at this, these are the 90 transactions which have been converted. Now, what we'll do is, let me show you how this is done. I've shown you the data. I've shown you the result. Now, let me show you how to do this through the software. So I can use the sample data available here, or I'm going to go to formats. In the formats, I wanted to use the format pertaining to the sales. So I have the sales. I'm going to use the format called as, okay, let me use the existing format itself, which is already open. I got this data. Let me directly open through this. Now, Formats is where you can get the formats. Like I told you, I'm going to go through, use this most of the features here. Sales, sales return, purchases, purchase returns, services, JVs, bank or cash, receipt payment, salaries, map vouchers. These are the different types. And in the sales, there can be single rate or multiple rate. Okay, let me close this. Now let's come to the specific function. Here I'm going to use the feature or the function of sales and returns. Now here, if you see, I'm going to give the company name. Let's say I'm going to give this ABC company. Now I'm going to use this feature of sales, which is already there. There are 4 options available here. Sales. Now here I select the date. Automatically date has been taken. I want to select the voucher number. In this case, I give the yes number. Either specific voucher number I want to give, I can also select the particular column. I want to give the narration. So I just give N directly. The column starting with the alphabet is shown. So I've got the narration here. Voucher type, in this case, I don't have the voucher type. I can actually go and enter the voucher type. Let's say I have created as GST sales. This is the voucher type I got inside Tally. Now here, the most important thing, I need to select the buyer name or the party name. So I say buyer. Now you see automatically it shows me the buyer name. Now it also tells me the debit amount will be computed automatically, which means now if you see, the debit I selected the name and the amount will be computed automatically. Now I have to select the credit. So for the credit, I go to next. And here, in this case, the transaction, the column with the ledger name. Okay, which means if you see here, I got the taxable amount, that is a column name. Under that, I got the amount. Okay. Or if you see here in this case, sorry, I got the GST sales. The GST sales is coming under this column. I select the GST sales. And then here, I'm going to select the relevant amount, which is the taxable amount. Again, here, I got this IGST ledgers, under which I have got the IGST rate, which is applicable, because there are 2 tax sales happens, 28%, 18%. And here, by default, it is already taken the IGST amount. This is what I have to select. If I want to enter additional details, I can also click on the additional tab and enter the details, particular additional details. Okay. So here I don't have any additional details. I just see, if you come back here, this is what I have selected. I say convert data. Now see, this is what happens. It actually converts the data in this format and shows you the display row by row. I can click on statistics to see the complete list of statistics of the data which has been converted. I say I want to see the preview. I click on the preview vouchers. Now this gives me the preview. If you see here, I got this date with the transaction ID, the ledger name, what is debited and what is credited. Now this is the data which can be imported inside Tally. So I say save. Now if you see data has been exported, do you want to open the file? I say yes. See, now it has created the statistics. This is statistics, and it is created because sales voucher is already there. It has created with sales voucher 1. This is what we have created. Now you see here, this 90 transactions you have been able to convert into one go, and this I can import into Tally, provided the ledgers are available. I can import in no time. Now this is the demo of how to convert sales transactions into a Tally voucher using E2Tallysoft. Now let's come to the next part, which is I'm talking about. If you go to the next aspect, demo, I'm going to look at demo of conversion of purchase. We have done the sales. Now we should be able to do the purchases. Now let's come to the sample data for this. For this sample data, I already have the sample data for purchases. Now if you see here, I got the serial number. There are totally 29 entries in this. And the supplier name I got. Incidentally, in this case, only one supplier. It can be any number of suppliers. I got the supplier GST, invoice number, date, purchases, which is the purchase account which is there. And I have the taxable amount, IGST amount, and the IGST ledgers. And I also got the narration. Now I've already converted this. I'll show you the result, how it looks like when you convert. This is how it looks like. Now, if you see here, the totally 29 vouchers have been converted. For each of the vouchers, I got the transaction ID, date, the ledger name. Now, if you see here in this case, the entry is created automatically. The party's account is created, and the purchase account and the IGST is debited. And in this case, I captured the GSTN also. So I can get the GSTN also. And I have the supplier invoice, which I would like to add it in invoice, supplier reference number. So this is also available. Okay, this is how I can convert. Now let me show you how to convert this using a software. So what I do is I've got the sample data. This sample data is also available in the formats. Okay, I'm going to go to purchases. Now it's important that you select the right option because the intelligence of conversion is built in each of the functions depending on what function you use. Purchase will apply the purchase logic, sales will apply the sales logic. Now I'm going to select, give the name of the company. Let's say I give it the ABC. Date is already selected. I'm going to select the same voucher number. I'll give the S number. Okay, voucher type. I don't have the voucher type. Here I'm going to give the voucher type. I'll give the name as GST purchases. And this should be available in Tally. I have to give the party name. Now, if you see here, automatically because it's purchase, the party's name has to be credit. So I select the supplier name. I got the supplier name. It goes in the same style and the pattern. If you see here, I got the next details. In this case, I'm going to select the purchases. Now, if you see here, I select the purchase here because this is a different column. And here I select the amount, which is available in the taxable amount. Next, I have to select the IGST ledgers. And I select the IGST amount. It's already done. This is what I have. I want the additional details. I go to additional details. And here, let's say I want the GSTN of the party. I select the supplier GSTN. Now, if I want, let's say the buyer invoice number, I can also give the buyer invoice number. This will be added. Like that, if I want any other details, I can also add the details here. GST registration type, place, supply, all the details can be added here. Okay, that's all I've done. I say convert data. So it does the conversion. It gives you a complete overview of the transactions. Okay, all the data is captured. Let's look at the statistics. Now, if you look at the statistics, it tells me the number of transactions, what are the begin date and what are the end date, and what are the total amount of the debits and the total amount of credits, what are the purchases and what are the IGST. Now, I say I want to preview the vouchers. This is where the conversion happens into the voucher format. Now, if you see here, I got this party's account which is credited, purchase is debited, and IGST is debited. Now, if you see here, IGST, there is some at 28% and some of the transactions are at 18%. Now, I want to save this file. I say save this. Now you see the data statistics pertaining to the data is given here. Not only that, now this, if you see the ledger name here, purchase voucher 1, because the new additional one we created, purchase voucher is already there. That's why it is created a second sheet. Okay, this is how I can convert the purchases. Okay. Now there could be different format depending on the need of the format. You can decide which feature you have to use. Now let's go to the next option. Here, let's say in some cases, I've got the sales and the purchases, and both of them are available in one sheet. In that case, how do I import? This is what I'm going to show you. Now, the software should be intelligent enough to identify which of them is a sales and which of them is a purchase, and create automatically that type of an entry. So I have the sample data for this. Now, if you see here, I got the voucher type. If you look at the voucher type, I got the sales, I've also got the purchases. Okay. Now the software should be intelligent enough to convert the sales and purchase transactions based on the voucher type. Okay. Now we already done this. If you look at the data, this is how you got the sales. Now if you see in this case sales, the party's account is debited and correspondingly sales is created. Now if you come further down, let's say come to the end. Now if you see these are transactions pertaining to purchases. In the case of the purchase, if you see, let's say voucher number 115, Meghdut Industries, the purchaser is created and the purchase account and the IGST is debited. And this automatically has been created. I don't create it twice. I just create once. Now let me show you a demo of how this is possible. I select sales and returns. This is a menu I use. Now it gives me the functions. It's important to choose the correct option. Here I'm going to use the sales and purchases. I give the company name. Now here I select the voucher number. Okay, yeah, I give the narration also. Here, voucher type, in this case, because I need to know which is the voucher type, I manually add the voucher type as sales or purchases. Now here I have to give the party name. Now party name could be debit or credit. It could be buyer or a seller. So I'm going to select the column. It's available in one column. Then I'll say next. Now see, then you follow the same pattern. I go and select the the purchase or the sale, and I select the amount. The amount is in one column, taxable amount. And now I select the IGST. In this case, there are only IGST transactions. That's why I selected IGST. If the CGST, SGST, or cess is there, or even if discount is there, I can also do that. Okay, that's all. This is the selection. Now I say convert. Now you see the conversion has happened. Let's look at the statistics. When you look at the statistics, you find you got the sales data. There are totally 119 transactions. Okay, this actually sales is 90 transactions, and you got purchases, which is 29 transactions, and it gives you the total amount of each of them. Let me see the preview. Now this gives me the preview of the vouchers. Now if you see here, all the transactions are given. Now let's say I want to save this file. It gives me a message, data has been exported. You want to open the file? I say yes. Now if you see, it has got the sales. Now in this case, this data statistics is wrong. Other than that, I think you got the results correctly. Okay. Now this is how you can convert the sale purchase together. Now if you come here to the result data, sale purchase voucher 1. Now if you come down here, in the end you see the total voucher numbers. Not only that, if you see the voucher number for the purchase have been numbered separately. You see here. So these are all the sales up to 30th March, and this is where you start the purchases. And you can import both of them in one go using eTallySoft. So the most important thing is to get the data in this particular format, and then you can import this data in no time. Now this is what I showed you is the demo of how to convert demo of sales and purchases. Now let's go to the next one, which is demo of conversion of sales and returns, which means I got sales and I've also got the sales return, and all these are available in a single sheet. Let's see how to do this. Now come back to Excel. What I could do is I already have sample data for this, which are converted. This pertaining to Amazon sales. Yeah, I don't have the data for this one. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pick the sample data from the software. I come to formats. In formats, I got the sales and returns in a single sheet. It is available in sample with the sample data. I say open. Now do you open this fresh sample data? I say yes. Now you see here, it opens the sample data. Now if you see here in this case, we have the sales and we also have the sales return. Now if you see here, these are the sales return. Okay, I would like to convert this in one go, both the sales and the sales return, and see whether the accounting transactions are correctly converted. Now I go to eTallySoft. Now I use the feature of sales returns. Now it's very important that you select the correct feature. Now this is what is available, sales and returns. I can give the name of the company, voucher number. I give the yes number. In this case, I give the yes number. It can be transaction number. Each row has to be unique because the data will be converted as per each row. I select the narration. Now I select the voucher type. In this also voucher type is very important because based on the voucher type, it converted as a sales or a sales return. Here I give the buyer name. Okay, this is what is done. Next, I have to, which means now I've completed one part of the transaction. Now I have to go to the next part of the transaction. Now I go and select here. This could be pertaining to the sales or sales returns. And here I have to give the taxable amount. It could also be possible the header, the ledger name. So in that case, I directly give this. The amount could be coming below this in the rows. Now here I can select the IGST ledgers. I've got the IGST ledger. That's what I have to do. Okay. Now, if I want the purchase details also to be captured, I can also capture the sales return details. I think we've got enough information. Let's say convert the data. I've converted the data. Let's look at the statistics. Now it gives me the complete statistics of the transactions. And I say preview the vouchers. Now, if you look at the preview, I got the sales transactions. Now, if I come to the end and look at the sales transactions, sales return transactions, you find this will be opposite. In this case, I've created the party and I've debited the sales return and the IGST. And this is how the intelligence has been built into the software. So I say save this data. The data has been saved in this Excel sheet. Do you want to open it? I say yes. Now this is the data which has been converted and I'm ready to import. How do I import? I have covered this earlier. Maybe in the future sessions I'll cover. I can use the feature called import to tally vouchers. When I click on this, I'll be able to use this directly and import the data, provided all the ledgers are available. Okay. This webinar, I'm focusing more on the conversion, various types of conversion. Okay. I've now done the conversion of the sales and the sales return. Now, practically, how is this done? Let me take an example. Now, I'm going to show you a demo of conversion of sales and the sales return of a company which sells on Amazon. They're able to download this data from Amazon pertaining to all the sales and the sales transactions. Let me come to the sample data. I got the sample data here. See here, now I've already converted. So I'll just show you what are the steps I took to convert the data and also give you a demo of how to convert it. Now, this is the original data which is downloaded from the Amazon website by the seller on Amazon. Now, if you see here, I got the serial number. There are totally 145 transactions here, and I got the date. The date comes with the time. We ignore the time and take only the date. You got the invoice number which is generated by the company. I can use this itself as the invoice number instead of the yes number if I want. I have the transaction type. In this case, transaction type is given a shipment or refund. Okay, I also have the order ID which is generated by Amazon, the quantity, product description, SKU, state, all these details are available. I can take this along with the inventory details, or I can take it only with the product details. Now let's see how it's converted. When I convert the data, first I need to format the data and select the right heading name. So in that case, I decide, in this case, this is the original data. I decide which is the head which is going to be debited. So I know party name which is going to be debited is the Amazon B2C sales. Okay, that's the name they have got. And the voucher type they have created in Tally is Amazon sales. So I just rename the column so that they are correct. And based on that, I will be completing. Now, if you see here on the right side, this is completely pertaining to sale of fabric or mask. I've given that. I've also in Tally, I've given it a CGST output. So in Amazon, it's given in a particular way. I just change the column header. Okay, they're just given a CGST, SGST, and total charge. Whereas in our case, for the purpose of conversion, I have to give it in the way I want in Tally. Okay, and here I've also got the Amazon debit party name, which is the total amount. In this case, the amount is to be debited to Amazon because that's the party to whom I sold, who's going to pay the money. So if you look at the vouchers which are converted, now this is originally without the formatting for the purchases. The same original data as it's converted, you'll get the data like this. But there's one issue in this particular data. Now, if you see here closely, in the case of refunds, you got the shipments and you got the refunds. Now, in the case of the refunds, Amazon is actually giving the data like this, which means it's giving us negative. Now, if you take the data in this way, it will not be correctly posted in Tally, because in Tally, when you give any figure with minus, it will take as debit. So regardless of what you give, where you place it. So what you'll do is this particular transaction will be debited because they got minus. This also will be debited. And then when we do a tallying, it finds that the total debit is 658 and there's no corresponding credit. I will say there is a difference in the voucher. For that, what do we do? I'll show you how we converted this. We updated this particular data. So in the case of the sales return, what we do is, as you see here, that voucher number 41, we remove the minus figure and make it as positive because automatically, and we also rename the columns, the rows, as instead of shipment, we make it as sales, and instead of refund, we make it a sales return. Okay, so we got the data in the right format, and now we are ready to convert. Now I'll show you the data which has been converted. Now, if you see here, let's look at the transactions. Now, if you see here, this is the sales. The Amazon Limited is debited, and correspondingly, the B2 sales account is credited. Similarly, IGST is credited. Like that, we get everything. Now let's come to 41 and see what happens to the voucher number 41, where we have the returns. Now, if you see here, in the case of the sales return, the entry is created automatically, where Amazon is credited and the party's name is the sale is reversed, which is debited. Sales return is debited. And this is how I can create an entry for the sales return in Amazon. What I'll do is, let's say I have got this data. Now this is the data I want to convert. Let's see how I can convert this, just to show you how practically, when the data is available, you can actually convert this data based on the actual sales. Now this particular Amazon dealer, let's say, has got about 100 to 200 transactions. He can download the Excel sheet, just spend 5 minutes in formatting this particular data, renaming the columns, etc. And then he is ready to import, convert and import. And this conversion import can happen in 5 to 10 minutes. Now let's see how to do the conversion. I come to eTallysoft. I use the feature sales or returns. Now here voucher number. Now I can give the same voucher number. So in this case, I have the voucher number. Voucher number, I can give the invoice number itself. Okay, a narration, I can give the narration as the product description. Okay, I have the voucher type, which is the let's see where is the voucher type here. I think we have given that as the transaction type. Yes. Voucher type I have given as the transaction type. Now the selection of the field is very important. Here, party name,